What do you say there, Mr. Blue? Yeah, come here, Blue. Come here. That's a good boy. Come here. Ah, that's a good boy.
Blue, which he's, 99 times out of 100, he's with the goats. Yeah, that's a good boy. Let me see your eyes. Let me see your eyes. Oh, there they are. Yeah.
Blue. Hi.
Hey, Blue. Hey. Let me see what we got.
He's such a sweet boy.
Here. Hey!
That's what I was afraid of. Well, we're down here with the goats, and we've got a little bit of a problem here.
Finding a good guard dog for your goats can be tricky. Some dogs bond with the goats and they'll protect them no matter what. Other dogs, though, will sometimes tend to just bond with each other, and it's harder to keep them with the goats. They tend to wander, they tend to lose interest in the goats. Now this dog, Blue, he is a good one. We got him fairly early on in our goat adventure, and he's one that we can always count on. If you notice he's the one wearing the tracking collar, that's because he's always with the goats. So if we can find Blue, we can find the goats. It saves all kinds of time. We've been very blessed with dogs that have not encountered any major issues until now, and it could be just devastating if something were to happen to a dog as special as Blue.
Hello guys, what you say?
Yeah, hello, man. Hello, buddy. Hello there, Whitey. Hello, Mr. Blue.
Yeah, hello, yeah. Well, this is the bad part about moving to a new area. Hey, Blue has got into something. I went ahead and took his collar off because I didn't want it to swell around his collar, but I tried to look and see if I could see any. Only wound I can see is right here on his head. His jaws right here are severely swollen and really sore. So I don't know what that is. I'm hoping somebody didn't hit him with a pipe. I don't have any idea what that is. I'll have to watch him. You can see how swelled up he is. Right through here. It's really sore. You okay, Blue? And then over here on this side, and you can look in his jaw if he'll let me. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Let me look in here. See, this is real swelled right here, like he got hit. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, bud. I'm just trying to figure out what's happened. A big old pig could have got him. He's swelled up, I know that. He's swelled up and beat up. Well, we're extremely happy today, and I'm going to tell you why. A couple of 2 or 3 days ago, I came down to the goats. We had just moved them down here to the summering area, and I came down just to check everybody. and Blue came out, and he was swelled really big around his muzzle, and he had one little kind of blood spot up here on his head, and I didn't know what it was. And just the way it looked, it made me think that it was a snare. And so I just really didn't know what to do other than just to kind of watch it. And so I went to bed that night, didn't sleep very well, got up the next morning, thought of a friend of mine that used to snare a lot, trapping coyotes and cats and predators. And so I sent a picture to him and called him, and he said, you know, that's not a snare. He said, that looks like a snake. And when he said that, it just immediately went off in my head. That's exactly what that is. That's a rattlesnake. And so I went back and found Blue, and he was bigger now. His head was bigger. And so I took his collar off, went back to the house, got Lisa. We called the vet. The vet said if it's a copperhead, which here in this area we've got copperheads, timber rattlers, and cottonmouths. And she said if it's a copperhead, that you can just give them Benadryl and they'll be okay. If it's a rattlesnake, which is probably what it is, based on where they are, where the goats are and where he was. If it's a rattlesnake, then it's 50-50 chance. But you can still give them Benadryl. And they said you can give them 1 milligram per body weight of Benadryl. And you can do that twice a day. So this was evening by then. So I got Lisa gathered up, and we came down and brought hamburger meat with Benadryl capsules dumped in it. And we, because of his weight, we gave him 4.
Another drink?
So Lisa was smart enough to bring a jar of water too, and then we had a couple of bottles, and just in case he hadn't been to water. And so he drank a bunch, so I don't think he's been to water, which is good. That means he's just kind of been taking it easy and probably just staying kind of with the goats and doing nothing extra. That's why we felt like we needed to bring him some food for nourishment, and then luckily she's smart enough to bring water.
But I'm not smart enough to bring a bowl.
And he loved it. I wasn't sure he could even eat. His mouth was so swelled up, and his head was starting to swell now, and where I took his collar off, it was starting to swell back into his neck. And so the fact that he ate and drank, I was glad about. But anyway, we got that in him, and then we went home. So this is the next morning. We came down just to see what we had, see if we still had a living dog or if we had some other issue. And we got down here, and he just looks wonderful. I mean, he's still swelled up, but he's nothing like he was. Oh, you can see his eyes. Last night when we came down and gave him the Benadryl, you couldn't see his eyes. They were swelled completely shut. So he's definitely turned the corner. He's going to be fine. He's still with the billy or with the goats. And so we're extremely happy. You know, this is how it always happens. I had just told Lisa a day or two before that, you know, Blue is really our best dog. He's always with the goats. He's a worker. You know, he doesn't keep his condition very well, but I think that's just because he works constantly. He's always checking the perimeter, or he's with the goats. So we're glad he's okay.
Let's see you. Oh, good boy. Good boy, look at you. You're completely well. Look at you. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Boy, that's exciting. He's lost his swell. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Yeah, good boy. You look great, buddy. Jaws are okay. Look at your head where he got you. Yeah, you're doing great.